the thing I keep seeing with like the Honkai Star Rail community all the time is people will doom post like every single character. I don't know how to I don't know how to like word it. You know, what? We'll open up the Pride one tier list. This will get me started talking. Like for example, like at the beginning of Emphorius, right? Everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, Anaxa is terrible. He is a garbage character." People were saying Anaxa is a very bad character. He's like a Herda slave. He only works with Herda. That's what everybody said, right? Like he was literally at tier 1. Every single post about Anaxa was like, "Oh my god, guys, Anaxa's only benefit is the that he's a Herda support." Even though like if we look at his kit at all, if we look at it all, one, like he just works in everything. He has yeah, he gets depth threat in his kit. He has like pretty good scalings if I remember correctly. Tribute was doom posted as well. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. People don't like look at this. One character, Anaxa's crit damage increases by 140%. And as a hyper carry unit, like you're running Anaxa, right? With Sunday or something or a buffer, which gives a lot of crit damage already. You have 140 crit damage. You have so many wind damage traces. His attack is like just he loves attack. He gets depth shred. He gets like there's so much good stuff in his kit. He gets energy regeneration for himself, and he runs so many sets. Like you can run quantum, and it's just guaranteed. Like guaranteed quantum weakness. So you get 20% depth shred. When like in a higher build, it's great. You can run scholar, which is like it's just good on so many characters. It's still fine. Like he's still cooking. You can run the win set. The win set you do want better speed tuning. This is the one thing that I've also been seeing a lot of people do is they'll run win set and they won't speed tune their character at all. Only better with Robin AoE teams. But it's just like you see Anaxa now. People are saying Anaxa is like the strongest DPS ever. He's crazy, and like his eidolons aren't even that good. Like these are fine. These are decent eidolons, but they're nowhere near as good as Finons or Casual. Like E0, his Lycone isn't that great. Like this is a free Lycone. Like I don't know why he was doom posted so much. I think Anaxa is such a good unit, especially for free to play. Like you can pull him E0 S0 and right off the bat, he's great. He works as a support for your Herda team if you like Herda. So like in the future, right? Let's say Anaxa gets power creep because he's a DPS. Well, whenever another erudition unit's in the meta, boom, you have him right there. You get a support, so he can work into erudition teams. So he has like good future proofing probably. I don't know if he'll be meta. He could get replaced. Like he's really good. We have like Trivy, like you were saying. People were saying Trivy's bad. Now people are saying, oh my goodness, you have to pull Trivy. If you don't have Trivy, if you don't have E1 Trivy, your account's bricked, right? And then people skip Trivy. And then like all the people who didn't have Trivy are like, oh my god, it's cooked. And like another thing I saw a lot is people are saying that like, oh my goodness, Trivy's Lycone is so crazy, but they do realize, Dance is a great Lycone as well if you know how to use it. But like Trivy's just like even with Dance and if you don't know how to use it, like in a cast race team, she's great because cast race is so slow and you don't hit the speed break point, right? But if you have Dance, you get the extra actions. So she's great. She gives like some rare debuffs as well. She gets a lot of energy. Yeah, 24% res pen is just really strong. She does follow up sub DPS. His skill point positive. I don't know. Trivy is so good. But everyone's like, oh, Trivy's bad. Or people are like, oh my god, Anaxa is a Herda support. Bro, Anaxa is like honestly outperforming Herda right now, which is kind of crazy. At least at Ezra. It's just people always doom post so much with like every character. I mean, I saw people saying, oh my god, Evernight is a complete casteries only unit. Bro, no, bro. I mean, like, even when the day I just got Evernight, I zero cycled with a pretty bad build and no Lycone. E0, S0, Evernight. Full E0, S0 team. And, she's still zero cycled. There's, like, she can clear fine. She's not bad. She's great with cast race. She works really well. She gets a lot of ultimates, but you don't need cast race. Like, she works fine on her own. Saritra, oh my god, Sarita is what after like Anaxa and Sarita are what started my anger towards the community about this because yes, she's niche, right, for now. But her niche is literally just people activating skills. Like, skills is a very common thing that a lot of characters do. And Honkai loves to find a random niche and just expand on it like crazy. So I feel like in the future, Serra will find her niche a lot more. And I just know everyone's like still doom posting her. Like realistically, for Finon teams, the best investment for Finon is his E2, just because it's just so broken. Like if they add any other, Finon's one of those units that if you add any good support for him, it instantly breaks the game because he's just so hard to balance. So that makes sense to me why. And like the other thing I don't understand is people saying Sarita's E1 is like it's a must pull for Finon or else Finon is useless and garbage. Like bro, you get 16% depth thread, which is kind of crazy on Finon teams. You get another 20% when you do the dupes. The energy is nice, but like, the depth thread is pretty important. It's just, yeah, we'll open Pride win. We'll open Pride win for this. Let me look at my chat really quick. Surya value will be insane after Edo Star because elation based skill points. Yeah. Surya will be amazing. That's what I was saying. I was telling everyone, like, bro, Sarija has such a simple niche, and she's great at it. Like, she's really good at duplicating a skill. Like, what other character does that? That's a special niche, and it's a rare buff that just doesn't exist. And like, if we look at Emphorius now, when people figured out things more, like, look, people were saying Cipher is garbage. They were saying Cipher is completely useless, and Jacho is better. She's great. I mean, she works in Finon. I don't have her, but literally slap her anywhere and she works because I'm pretty sure in her kit she has a 40% vulnerability debuff, right? Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. When Cypher is on the battlefield, damage received by all enemy targets increases by 40%. Like that's kind of crazy for a unit that is also doing damage. Like it works with Finon. It's a niche tech with Finon, but as soon as Finon's ult ends, you usually have like what, like 1,000 or 2,000 coins in Cipher, and he can pop like a massive Cipher ult and it just kills everything. It does like a ridiculous amount of damage. Like that's good. And you get literally like even with Archer, she's great. Any single target DPS or literally just anyone. Like you just put her in there and she's a decent support. Cypher's pretty fun, I think. She's great. Like Anaxa, I mean, look at him. He went from tier 1, the same tier as Yunli. He went from Yunli tier to the same tier as all the new best units. Like, and he's still there. He's still there. He's still chilling. I mean, Casper is, everyone knew. She's the anniversary unit. The anniversary unit is just always broken. I think the balancing has been fine, but like another thing. Oh yeah, another thing I was confused about is that people were doom posting Sarija for relying on Finon, but like Heisland's literally, she's great. She's great. No hate to Heisland's, but Heisland's does not work without Kafka. If you don't have Kafka in your team, Heisland's literally just dies. Like it's actually like almost unplayable. It's really bad. It's just I don't know. Same with people who say characters in Honkai Star will get power crept in 3 patches or doom posts to skip the character. That's the thing. Another thing I don't like. Yes, Sirene's future proofing maybe isn't insane, but so is literally this entire cast except like Trivy, Hyacine, Don Hun, Sidra, Sunday. Like those people are probably fine. I feel like Saridra, Hyacine, and Don Hun might be the best. My advice, if anyone's watching this video when I post it, if you're a new Star Rail player, right, and you're just starting out the game, and you're worried about meta, and you want to clear the end game one day, you want to clear MOC, you want to clear Pure Fiction, you want to clear Apocalyptic Shadow, just pull your favorite character of the version. At least so far in Emphorius, like all of these characters are just fine. But even Archer, like when Archer released, I was zero cycling with him E0, S0, E0 Sparkle. I think I had an E1 Tribby. I tried without E1 Tribby. I almost got it. Like Archer's pretty good. He's free. Don Hun, he's a great sustain. And these two guys are just, they're just given to you for free. RMC is just a great free to play unit. It's a great support. Works in many games. The supports usually do last a while, like Tribby, Sunday, like these Harmony guys. They usually just last in the meta. They're always a good investment. In reality, Honkai Star Rail is a game of supports. You can make most characters pretty good. I think the Doom posting from the Star Rail community is way too much. Archer with Don Hun is amazing. I actually haven't tried it. I would assume it is. Archer has a crazy attack scaling and Don Hun gives attack. I think the true power creep is the version power creep. Realistically, if we're saying that Sirene will be bad in 4.0, every Emphorius character will probably get power creeped in 4.0. Like all these DPSs. Maybe Highlands will be okay, but like Finon, Caceres, Anaxa, Archer. Like the DPSs always get power creeps. DPS is what sells the best and what is the most competitive department. It's just inevitable. Every version, every DPS is going to get power creeped. That's just how it is. I think the best characters to pull are always, at least like pure 100% pure meta wise, are usually the anniversary units. I mean, like where we had like around the anniversary we had Acheron. I mean, Acheron was just ridiculously broken during. Was it Acheron? It might have been Acheron. And Acheron was ridiculously broken at the time, and then she got power crept because 3.0 came out. All these new units are here, and then this time we had Castries. I mean, Castries is getting shielded pretty hard. I just think I think people should just like pull whoever they like. Just pull whoever you like from the newest version, and you can probably make them work. You can probably clear all the end game. I mean, if I'm able to zero cycle the stuff with like these easier characters, then I believe you could 5 cycle. It might be hard, and it might take time. You might have to build your units. You might have to learn how speed tuning works or speed calcs. I mean, maybe eventually I'll make videos. Depends on how my channel goes. Maybe I'll make Starro guys. All of this was the setup. Now I remember what I was ranting about. I was ranting about Sirene. Sirene's kit. Everyone is saying Sirene should get her ultimate instantly. Yes, her ultimate is very slow. And they're saying, here you go. We'll go through her kit. Where is it? It is basically the way she works, from what I know, is she has 24 stacks in her ultimate, and it will say somewhere here. I really want to find where it says it so I could show you guys better, but I don't know where. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, I'll just speak about it. Basically, every time it's Sirene's kit, every time it's Sirene's turn, she'll give everybody a little like buff, right? And every time that person attacks, that buff gets converted into 1 stack, and they lose the buff until it's Sirene's turn again, or the battle started. And those are the 2 ways of obtaining it. And then you have, it is kind of Memo Sprite Shield. I'm gonna be real, because Memo Sprites don't lose the buff, which is a little bit crazy. So if your Memo Sprite attacks constantly, Sirene just gets like a crazy amount of points. But the thing is, like, the reason why this ultimate takes so long to get is because these buffs are crazy, bro. I mean, what? Look at this. You get a 40% buff, which is, it's okay. And then you get the Crisis Air's buff. The Crisis Air buffs are kind of crazy. The true damage is great for anyone. Yeah, like, RMC is good because of the action events and like true damage. True damage is really good. I need to find it. I need to find where it is. We'll go for characters. All right, Genesis. Oh, this is Trailblazer. I heard this got nerfed. I mean, it's cool. I think this is just it doesn't look crazy good, but it looks like a cool thing. I mean, look at Aglaya. Aglaya's is pretty good. Attack consumes romantic, yeah. Regenerates 70 energy and damage increase, and death shred. I don't know much about Aglaya, but I know everyone complains that Aglaya doesn't have energy. And you get energy right here. That's pretty good. I think Tribute is just, yeah, effective for the entire battle. Positivity, this is all right. This is cool. It's more sub DPS stuff, but it's effective the whole time. So Midas is pretty all right, I'd say. I mean, these ones are pretty good. I mean, 200 crit damage for his upgraded attack, and he gets another attack. That's pretty fun. I'm glad that Midas got some love finally and an action advance. Castries was, I'd say Castries is kind of misleading. It is a really good buff, but Trivy is really strong. I don't think you need her. But I think if you want to use Tribby, let's say I want to use Tribby in my Finon team, right? I can put Sirene in my Casteries team, and she's gonna work just fine. She's gonna be almost as good or just as good as Tribby, and then I can have 2 good supports on both teams, and both of my teams are happy. Like this is amazing. It's an option that doesn't. I like it because it doesn't completely replace Tribby and doesn't make Tribby useless, or doesn't make the old supports useless. But she can work there or be a little bit better or a little bit worse. Reason, Anaxa's got changed, unfortunately, so it's not as abusable. But I mean, free skill points nice. Anaxa attacks immediately. This used to be 100% action advance. Now it's immediately. They changed the wording on it, so it's less abusable. But increases skill damage instances by 3. This is pretty cool. And next time he uses basic or skill, he gets True Knowledge, which gets Edition characters 60% attack. Oh, even himself? And damage up by 40%. Wow, this is cool. I honestly think she's probably like gonna replace the Nexus supports on at least for 0 cycles. Oh, Hyacinth was cool. Yeah, she gets 24 energy, which finally I'm pretty sure could finally give you a 3-turn ultimate. I don't know. I think this kid is so cool. Like, look at this. Yeah, 72% of healing value at a time. Skill. Wait, what was this? Oh yeah, increases the value of Little Ika's skill amount to increase more. It's just more healing, and more healing equals more cast. Is this more healing for the whole team? Wait, there's no way. Wow, that is yeah. No, I think the Anaxa thing they added it randomly. I think they were just like, oh my god, wait, Herda's gonna get completely killed by Anaxa. It's over. Wait. We have to add Herda. We have to add Herda. Okay, there you go. That's how we added Herda. I think that's what happened. I mean, it's not bad. It's a nice buff. You take it. Hyacinth looks pretty nice. Cipher. Oh my god, damage dealt. Wait, what the? Decreases the defense 20%. Okay, this looks great. Effective the entire battle. Like this is okay. I know I've been glazing Sirene. I'll be honest with this. For non-zero cyclers, for the average person who's trying to clear MOC with 5 cycles, I think that the Finon buff is gonna be fun. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be good. You see why? Effective in fire battle and is used on Finon. Finon gets 6 core flames, which is nice. And Eternal Ignition, which is pretty cool. You get like you basically get a very like long or almost unlimited Finon ult, which seems really good, and just extra fire damage, which is kind of cool. The only issue about that is in like a 0 cycle, you usually kill everything before your Finon ult ends, so it's not as crazy. The 16% crit rate is nice. Like I feel like this could replace Sunday if you don't have Sunday. Like I don't think it outright kills Sunday, right? But if you don't have Sunday, or you're using Sunday with a Galea, or you're using Sunday with a Naxa, you could put Sirene in there, and she'll be fine, right? She'll be just fine with. I guess this is what I'm saying with like Sirene. Like she may not be insanely broken and game breaking and power creep every support, but she works in almost every single Emporius team, or all of them. I'm pretty sure. Hyacinth. Okay, I don't know what this one. Generate 60 energy. Wait, this is actually. Oh my god, wait. Okay, maybe this is kind of good. This looks alright. This looks nice. Like it. 3J increases the crit damage, effective for the entire battle. It's just. All right. I'm gonna go for the. This is the. There it is. This is what I was talking about. This is gonna be the one future proofing thing. Is she gains 3 recollection. Gains 3 recollection points. It deploys the zone the last 2 turns, and the zone's duration decreasing by 1 at the start of Sirene's turn while the zone's active. Each instant of damage dealt by all targets deals 1 additional instance of true damage equal to 24% of the original damage. When Sirene's down, the zone will also be dispelled. I'm not sure how much the uptime is on this, but she enables Hyacinth to be ran without Kafka. That'd be crazy. That would actually be insane if that's true. 24% true damage is really strong, because the way true damage works, if you don't know, is at the end of the equation, it'll take all the damage that you did, excluding true damage, and it'll just add 24% of what damage you just did. So if I did like 10 million damage, I'll end up doing 12.4 million damage. Like it's really strong. It's a really good buff to have. She has the true damage buff. Pretty sure she has a sub DPS thing too, and I'm pretty sure it activates off how much you support your teammates, if I remember correctly. So she does sub DPS. She gives 24% true damage. She gives all these like crazy buffs to the Triceratops that are just really cool. I guess yeah, this is the while Sirene's on the field, 24% or 20% damage. There's so much stuff in her kit that makes her so versatile, and I don't see anyone talking about this. This is the thing. This is a shilling. This is actually just a shilling. When there's 1, 2, 3 crisis airs or remembrance path characters aside from Sirene. So I guess in the future, if remembrance becomes meta, she might be good there, or all right there. Sirene gains 2, 3, or 6 recollection points at the start of combat. This is really good. This is great. This is gonna make you want to use Emporius characters. This is great. But basically, from what I'm saying, Sirene gives you true damage, which is just awesome. It's like part of why RMC was so good is because the true damage. The true damage is crazy. The action advance is good. Oh, I forgot one part of our kit actually. One very important part of our kit. Hold on. Follow up to the last message. The reason I'm even able to clear endgame is because I invested on Fugue, and again, everyone said she's worse than HMC and now. Switch to HMC. That is a good point, actually. I heard people say Fugue is useless. I don't know what they were on about. I have no clue what they were on about. HMC is because this is the one thing about Fugue and HMC. If you don't already know, HMC gives 100% super break damage, right? Which is good, and so does Fugue. Which means if you put HMC and Fugue in the same team, you get 200% break damage. Like my Firefly hits like a million or almost 2 million damage because I'm stacking them both together. Another thing that's a little bit whaley, you don't have to do it, but her E1 gives break efficiency, and the way that break damage works, or super break damage works, is the amount of toughness you do, which is what break efficiency increases, and it's how much damage you do to the bar, is what, the damage ultimately they just like scales off. So break efficiency, the only other way you're getting it usually in a break team is Ron May. She gives 50%. And she gets another break, which is just great. The other break doesn't work for Firefly at E0. No, it doesn't work at all for Firefly. Like when the second toughness bar is there, she's not gonna do super break damage. I think all the other characters do. And this is also a bit whaley, but her E2 loves the second toughness bars because you can get extra turns. Uh, Fugue is still like she's not super meta because break isn't super meta right now, but she's still really good in break teams. Like I've been zero cycling with my Firefly. She's E2. It is kind of expensive. This is a little bit like dolphin or whale territory, but Fugue's been holding up great. I like my Fugue. And in fact, the thing I was saying, I don't know where it was. I thought she gave ultimates to everyone. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, still, like all these buffs are really cool. Like I think this is great. I really like this kit. I'll look for it later. But the thing, I guess my conclusion, or the TLDR for Sirene, is that I don't think she, at least at E0, either S0, I don't think she outright replaces characters out of teams like fully. Like she doesn't make it so Trivy's useless on Casteris's team. She doesn't make characters useless. But, you know, she's a good option. And especially in the end game environment we're moving towards to, with like for example with like new game modes like anomaly arbitration, where we have 3 teams, it's gonna be great. I think Sirene's gonna be, at least for the end of the Amphorius, or if we're using Amphorius characters, I think she's gonna be great here because I can finally have a support or a third support. Like what? On team one, I'm still using break. Gives all ultimates. Oh yeah, the first ultimate she uses, she gives an ultimate to everyone. Okay, so I was right, but it's only the first ultimate. Maybe, I don't know. But like, I mean, what? We have Trivy, and then I have my. I don't even know. I have Serra for Finon. Yeah, I have Serra. It's just like it's nice to have more supports that work in many teams because then it won't end up like a situation where one half is just insanely broken because you have a really good support, and then the second half is like completely dead and irrelevant. That's my opinion. I think you guys should pull for whoever you want. I mean, as we see here, like on it, like all the Doom posted characters are really good on this tier list now. And Axa was terrible on the Doom posting. People said he was garbage. He's tier 0. People were saying that Evernight was gonna be trash. He's tier 0 on both things. Sarija was trash. She's gonna get better later on probably. She's still tier 0. People were saying Hyacinth's like she's okay. She's not that good. You don't really need her. Look, tier 0, all 3 game modes. I was 40k clearing pure fiction with just Hyacinth as a DPS. Like Hyacinth DPS, full support on my Hyacinth. I don't know. I think all these characters are great. I think the real power creep to watch out for is the new version. But other than that, just pull whoever's like the coolest. You should be able to clear. You know, I'll run MOC right now, and then I'll show what I mean. I also think. Oh yeah, another thing. I'm saying so much in this video. Oh my god. The E2 bait thing that people are talking about for Sirene is kind of, I don't know. I don't fully get it because all the E2s recently have been really good. Like here, let's open up Friedman. I've seen people say Hyacinth's a must pull. Yeah, I mean she's really good now. I mean she's always been really good, but I just think everyone gets Doom posted. Literally, just ignore them. Or Or maybe wait, if I make videos, you can you can come to my stream if you guys see this. You can ask me about it. I'll try to be as helpful as I can. But like here, let's see, let's see. This is my counter argument to the Sirene's eidolon bait. We have Caceres. I mean, from Pridewin's calculations, like her E2 is E2 S1, 200%, 230, 245, 245 and 5 targets. 200% is a crazy, crazy amount of damage. Like I was freaking out about Herta. Herta had almost 200%. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like her E2 210%, 220. This is crazy. 230, right? This this is really strong. It's really good. The eidolons are all really strong. And then we go to Finon. If we want to argue about E2 baits, we gotta look at Finon's E2. It is 290. At 3 targets, it is 370%. And at the 5 targets, like 380%. 370 to 380%. That is crazy. That is I mean, this is like a certain calculation. It's not perfect, obviously, but like if we go to, let's say we go to Anaxa, right? He's still pretty good. Like we look at his eidolons. I mean, look, his E6 and percentage difference from Titan's calcs is less than Finon's E2. Like that's a pretty tempting thing, right? Like it's a really strong eidolon. It's super broken for Finon. And then we have what? We have Evernight. Evernight also has the same thing. Her E2 is crazy. 356% in one target. And I guess the 270 here. And it's not even just that too. Like the damage is a lot higher to E2. Her uptime for her ult's debuff is a lot higher, so your final your Caceres and everyone just does more damage. Like it's a really strong E2. But people weren't I didn't see people say it's E2 bait. Evernight is only E2 bait. Do you remember people calling E6 Sirene Showcase? Oh, that's kind of funny. Other characters E2? Really? I didn't know that. I didn't look at the stream, but I heard people they're using E6 Sirene. I don't know. Realistically, eidolons are always broken in Starrel, and they get more and more broken. Like in Penacony, I was freaking out about. I fell victim to it. I was newer at the game, but I freaked out about how broken Fugue's E2 or E1 was. Okay, there's no calculations on it. I could just read it. I could read it out loud. Yeah, it's the 50% break efficiency. That is so broken. That is so good. It's really strong. Like that's like what? Around a 25% damage increase on your super break, right? And now we have characters that are doing like E6 levels of damage at E2. And then I assume when Edo Star comes out, or then the next planet, the E2s are going to be even more strong. Maybe we're going to see 500%. Maybe we're going to see 600%. It's just the true power creep in characters is the eidolons. The eidolons always get stronger. The eidolons are always broken. I don't know. I didn't understand. Like if Sirene E2 was in base kit, like I would break the game. Because Sirene already offers ultimates to all of your characters. 24% true damage to all of your characters, I'm pretty sure. A sub DPS memo sprite. Unique buffs for every single Amphorius character in the game. Some of them last forever, some of them are a one-time thing. Like, of course her ultimate takes a long time. Her ultimate's really strong. That's the whole design of it. The whole design of it is to have an ultimate that takes a while to charge up. And it's really hard to charge up, but once you charge it up, you're like unstoppable. It's super strong, and she brings all the crisis airs together and makes them all like awesome. Like this, I don't know. It's just part of her design. Her ultimate is strong because it takes so long to get. That makes sense to me. But people are saying that her ultimate needs to be instant. I don't know. I don't get it. I think don't fall for the Honkai Star Rail slander. Realistically, all characters get power creeped, and like if you want, just pull for who's cool. I mean, you can clear with like anyone. Like here, I'll get like, let's get my Anaxa, my E0 S0 Anaxa. I'll put on Sarija, E0 S0, and Sunday. They're all E0 S0. I like this Lycon on Serra for Anaxa, increases the wearer's damage because they're both win characters. Sunday, I'm gonna use this, and then we'll use Danhan. This is a pretty relatable team, I'd feel. right? Everyone's easier. Everyone's S. No one has Lycans. No one has eidolons. I think this is MOC 9. We'll see the damage. Here I'll get. We're bringing out the whale team, bro. This is the. I think the other thing I think MOC is too much FOMO mode. Like realistically, MOC 12 is like what 80 jades. It's half a pull. It's like one. It's almost 1 day of dailies for MOC 12. Like it's not the end of the world if you miss MOC 12. Like it's fine. And you don't even have to do MOC. You could just I mean it's just like Starro is mostly just like a story game. You could just play the story and pull a character that you think looks really cool and then play him. You'll be fine. There we go. Okay. Let's see an axis damage. How is he right now? I mean yeah, look, 200,000, another 200,000, and then he gets his duplicated things. Okay. Oh, it's because he didn't have weaknesses. I mean he already hit like he hit almost 1 million. And this is like a very free-to-play team. We'll get him set up again. Yeah, and then look, it's an Axis turn again. I get 100k, 150k, and he's still not like he could be built better. And then look, I get another turn on an Axis. This is MOC 9. That's why everything died instantly. But like, I didn't need to. I think the eidolons are like, just they're overkill. You don't need them. If you want your characters to do crazy amounts of damage and instantly kill everything, or like zero cycle without having to try much, other than anomaly arbitration, the zero cycle does want eidolons. That is something that you actually want the eidolons for. Other than that, though, like it doesn't matter that much. I mean, Trivy E1's great. Trivy E1 is just a really good universal eidolon. No. Do you guys have any comments about what I was talking about? I'm gonna go for E0 because I'm gonna make a video where I'm gonna zero cycle with E0 Sirene and tell everyone that she's not garbage. She's not useless. I gotta prove the haters wrong, bro. If I had the money right now, I would wail for Sirene and go get her E0. The thing that's gonna be hard for me is the what was it? Hyacinth's Lycon. That's gonna tempt me. Oh my god, he dies so fast. You do it. E0 Hyacinth. E0 Cycle. What was her name? Sirene 0 Cycle. I'll do it as soon as I get her. Should I do guides on characters? The background music is so fire. Oh yeah, this boss is... Oh! He's gone.